Hey everybody, so it is March 25th, Wednesday, and we have just learned that our schools are staying closed a little longer, and so we're going to continue doing these Parent Cafe live chats, uploading Parent Cafe live recorded videos as well with information. And our live chats at Monday and Wednesdays at noon are an opportunity for you guys to get online and just talk with me through YouTube chat. And I'll have topics ready, but if you guys have other things, or we go wherever the conversation takes us. So I wanted to touch bases with you guys on the coronavirus, and if you guys are having any struggles explaining that to your kids, or what that looks like if you have explained to them. I know my kid is getting pretty restless, and will continue to do so as we transition into this, new era of trying to homeschool while we work and do all of that. So I hope you guys are like on Facebook reading prompts. There's a lot of people putting out a lot of helpful messages about how this isn't like regular homeschooling. We don't have the same support systems. We just have some more challenges with making learning fun because we are limited to our homes and our general neighborhood, but usually homeschoolers do a lot of social activities with other homeschoolers and go to museums and different activities like that. So we got to get a little more creative now, right? So I hope you're all finding ways to do that. If not, please always comment, ask questions. You can always contact me through email. I will type my email on here too. So it's nzimmerman@allianceforyouth.org is my email address. So you're welcome to message me there as well. So if you're following us on Facebook, so Facebook at Alliance for Youth, we posted this cool little, somebody else created it, this little book on how to help explain the coronavirus. And it's geared towards younger kids, but there's some fun little tips in there. So it is from www.mindheart.co. Manuela Molina at mindheart.kids is who created this. So we want to credit them for that. And it's a really cute book. So it's talking about how the virus itself likes to travel. So it's the perspective of this little virus. And it says, hello, I'm a virus, cousin with the flu and the common cold. And the virus goes kind of through this adventure and teaches kids how to go through each of their, interventions or precautionary things that we're doing. So saying that he likes to travel and goes around the world. And then asking if we've heard about them, and then how do you feel, so they can recognize their feelings based on that. And that can be a good conversation starter. So even if your kids are older and they maybe wouldn't do this book, it's still a good talking tool for you to have that. And then further ask. So a young kid might not be able to explain all of his feelings. So they have a nice little drawing, but an older kid might enjoy this too. Maybe they just don't feel comfortable talking about it, and give them a chance to color it out. And then it has parts like, I understand how you feel. I would feel the same way. It's talking about how adults get worried, and especially when they see me on TV and news, so you can have a conversation about that. So really it's a guided conversation and activities. And so then COVID-19 says he's going to explain himself, and talks about signs and symptoms when he comes to visit and what that looks like. Talks about how he's not there for long, that it will heal, and says, don't worry, your parents, adults are taking care of you and they'll keep you safe. And then there's a spot for those adults that they can identify and ways that they can be helpers in keeping everybody safe. So it talks about washing their hands with soap and water while singing a song, and by using hand cider and letting it dry on your hands. And I have some other tools for that too. If you do all that, He says he won't come and visit, so we're just trying to monitor that fear a little bit. So don't be afraid to only share what you need to know based on their age too, because it's easy for them to get really scared. Um, but if they are very cognitively aware and they're seeing all of that, you might as well help mitigate that and develop an understanding, and you be a safe place to come ask questions. So they're not just seeing it on, the news feeds and things. It's talking about how the doctors are working for vaccines, and then the end. So you can download it at, here's the little thing. It's really, really cute little book. So www.mindsheart.co/DESCARGABLES. So it's that. So you guys don't have to read that. It's just for me. So I'm always looking for free printables, and hand washing is a big thing, especially for preschoolers. That's where they're learning how to do that and for the appropriate amount of time. And I've seen a lot of funny posts about it. So making sure you just find a song your kid knows or really likes. So if you go to the Conscious Discipline website, they have some free printables, and there's a lot of good tools on there for parenting. And they have different hand washing songs. So like the Wheels, you sing it to a tune. So like this one's the tune of Wheels on the Bus, and it's all about like suds and stuff. So they had 4 different sheets on there for different songs that you could do. For my son, we just have him sing the ABCs really, really loud because he keeps stumbling over M anyway. So it's a good practice for him. And we know he knows that one. So we're having him do that. So if your kids maybe don't know how to properly do it, there is a lot of printables and things out there as well for like how to wash your hands. So on the Conscious Discipline site, they also had pictures of hand washing on a printable, and they were actual photos. You can do ones with icons and animated things as well, but all you have to do is do a search and you can find what you need for your guys' house. So if your kids are getting anxious about everything, because there's a lot of life changes going on, maybe they don't understand, or they're picking up on our anxiety, or any combination of those and many, many other things, what are you guys doing to help them stay calm and relax? So some kids have anxiety worse than others, so making sure you have some of those like calming tools. So there's a lot of, I want to say, worksheets and printables. There's workbooks, and there's things for like coping skills and self-regulation. But just having a calm space where they can go to and relax. And maybe if they're younger, it's good to have some visual prompts. I feel like they're good for me as an adult. You can do like a coping skills lap book where they can identify their feelings there again. You could use that book that you already have if the COVID-19 is what is causing the anxiety, making sure that they have some coping skills. So if they're enjoy like doing breathing exercises or yoga, have some printables for those. And like I said, there's lots of free resources out there. You don't have to recreate the wheel, and some of you might already have them saved. So you're just digging into your toolbox a little bit if you don't already have that stuff printed. So even just letting them sit on your lap and maybe reading a story or having some of that special time so that they still feel safe and stable. Whenever our kids are having problems like that, that's the best thing we can do, is create that love, give them positive affirmations, and ensure they feel safe and secure. So being able to answer their questions in a way that they feel like they were answered. So if they're still confused because maybe you didn't think they were ready for all the information, allow them that opportunity to question it. I wouldn't try to over explain it without them prompting you, because sometimes they just get stuck on one idea and it's not even really related, or it goes a totally different direction than like our adult logical mind goes. And if we start oversharing and giving that information without giving them the chance to ask for it, we might make that conversation harder or give them even more confusion and anxiety. So just kind of letting them lead the conversation is a good idea. That's why I really liked that book, because it allows us to do that. So are you guys feeling anxious? So there's so many fun little tools. And again, free printables are my favorite. So copingskillsforkids.com, they have a workbook that you can buy, or you can do the digital download that you have to buy as well. But they did have a couple free printables, mostly for like breathing activities, but like the square breathing. And you could just hang this up in your corner, and it's nice. There's nothing you have to create. So it's holding for 4, breathing in for 4, holding for 4, breathing out for 4, and they follow that while they're doing it. And for our younger kids, you might have to do it with them. But then there's the lazy 8 breathing, where you're going through. And there's a lot of other resources that have similar breathing exercises I've seen. So they're not like patented or anything, breathing techniques, but these people did design some really cute, colorful ones, and they've offered them for free. So I highly recommend that. I didn't have to give any credit card information or anything for that either. So that's always helpful, because I never like doing that. That sort of stresses me out. Then they had like a pyramid breathing as well. So really cute. And sometimes if you only want to give your kids like 1 or 2 options that make sense to them or would work for them, there's lots of fun little breathing books and exercises where they can breathe like animals or do that too. So just see what's going to work for them and be relatable to them. I'm hoping that you guys are going to give me some topics you would like me to cover. I know that some of us are still working, so I don't really know if noon is the best time, but that's when we're doing this. I'm hoping some of you will get a chance to log in as catches word that I'm doing these. And we won't be doing them very long unless a good conversation gets going. It's just about 15 minutes long. We're at 12 minutes right now. So not a big time commitment, but just a place to ask questions. And if I don't know the answer, I will be happy to go look it up and post it. So if you guys haven't already done so, please go to our Facebook page at allianceforyouth.org and like us there and follow us. You will see posts for anything that we're doing with YouTube. And then I also have some online support groups through Zoom, which will be Monday and Thursday evenings. We'd love for you guys to join us there. When you see the videos on YouTube, please like them, share them, and subscribe. That would be amazing. I really would like to reach people, even if you can't watch them all the time. It's just a really good resource. And the more people that are telling me what they want, I can make it useful information for you all. So I look forward to hearing back from you guys. And I'm going to sign off for today, and I hope to talk to you all soon. Have a good day.